Hi, in this video we will see how we can discover hidden SSIDs and why it's not recommended to use this practice as a security measure. Many users think that by disabling the broadcast of their access point SSID will increase the security of their wireless networks. While this could be true for some ordinary users, a hacker or even someone who is really determined can discover the SSID pretty easy, as we will see in this video. This is my router's admin interface, and as we can see right now, let's connect to our Kali Linux machine which runs on the Raspberry Pi, and let's display the list of available wireless networks by using the aerodump-ng followed by our wireless interface WLAN 0. We can find the wireless lab network, and as we can see, this is set up to use open security right now, meaning that any client will be able to connect to it. Let's switch back to our router's admin's interface and disable the wireless SSID broadcast. This setting will stop broadcasting the SSID, so only the clients who already knew this ID will be able to connect. I will then save and apply the settings. Back to PuTTY, let's stop the aerodump-ng command and run it one more time. And this time we can find our wireless lab network in the list of available wireless networks. Instead, we can find a network which uses open security, the same security that our network is using, but this time there is no ESSID available. We can see that the length of the name of this ESSID is 11 characters. This appears to be our network, but how we can find its SSID? First, let's find out more information about this network. In order to do that, I will start a new SSH connection to the Kali Linux machine, and we will use both these windows right now. So I will connect again to the Kali machine and we'll use the aerodump-ng command, and then we need a few details about our access point, like its MAC address and the channel that is using. First we specify the channel, which is 6 in our case, and then the MAC address by using the "-c" for the channel and "-bssid" for the MAC address. Oops, I forgot to put two minuses before the BSSID. And now we can see that our unidentified network has a client that is connected to it. This is my phone that I'm using as a legitimate client to connect to the access point, assuming that a legitimate client already knows the secret ESSID. Right now my phone is connected to the network but in sleep mode, meaning that the screen of the phone is turned off. Watch what happens when I start using my phone. Immediately the hidden ESSID is revealed. Why is that? Because the client will generate a probe request and probe response packets that will contain the SSID of the network, thus revealing its presence. So the point is, even that the access point does not broadcast its SSID, we were able to find it by watching for a legitimate client that connects to the access point. But waiting for a client to connect to the access point can take few hours, even days. That's why this is considered to be a passive technique. But isn't there a faster way to make the client send these probe request packets? Fortunately for us, there is. We can force the client to reconnect to the access point by sending deauthentication packets to all connected clients in the behalf of the access point. How cool is that? So we tell to all of our clients that are connected to the access point to disconnect, and when they try to reconnect back, we intercept the probe request and response sent to and from the access point. As these contain unencrypted information, we will be able to intercept the SSID of the wireless network. Let me run the aerodump command one more time in order for the ESSID to display the length of its name instead the actual SSID. We'll leave this window in background, and on the foreground window we issue the command that sends the deauthentication packets. We use the areplay packets, the ESSID is revealed. So what happens here? We use the replay command to send the authentication packets to the connected client in the behalf of the access point. As soon as the packet is received by the client, this deauthenticates from the access point and tries to reconnect back immediately. We use this reconnection ID as the information is not encrypted in any way. So, in order to discover the SSID of a hidden access point, we Hi! In this video, we will see how we can discover hidden SSIDs and why it's not recommended to use this practice as a security measure. Many users disabling the broadcast of their access point SSID will increase the security windows right now. So I will connect again to the Kali machine and we'll use the aerodump-ng command, and then we need a few details about our access point, like its MAC address and the channel that is using. First we specify the channel, which is the MAC address D. And now we can see that our client that is connected to it. This is my phone that I'm using as a legitimate client to connect to the access point, assuming that a legitimate client already knows the secret ESSID. Right now my phone is connected to the network, but